I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night.
What's going on, YouTube world? We are at Angels Fall Trail number 55. We are in Rabun County, and honestly this was not the trail we were going to today, but plans change. Trust me, you'll see later in the video. You'll have to stick around to the end to find out why it is 1:30 in the afternoon and we're just now going hiking. I'm sure by the thumbnail you're going to be wondering why we're at where we at when you see the thumbnail, but guess what? You want to find out why? You're gonna have to hang around to the end, but we'll see y'all in just a bit. Shot for y'all, and see that tree branch? I hit it with my head. Okay, my sunglasses are still there. Had to take them off. Couldn't see the trail that good. Oh no! Just the moat of death. Nah, just kidding. Creek crossing. So, as y'all can tell, that's the first falls. There's one of two on this trail that we were told about from an awesome lady when we pulled up at the trailhead that didn't live too far away. She kind of gave us a rundown on everything and what animals we need to look out for. She wasn't wrong. We've already bumped a deer, and she told us there was a mama bear up here with triplets. Hopefully we see it. I'd love to film it, and don't worry, I will film it. I may have to trip Tony when we're leaving, that way I can get away, but you know, just kidding folks, I'm not gonna trip Tony. Now if one of the kiddos were here, that might be a different story, because they always say you ain't got to outrun a bear, you just got to outrun whoever you trip. But you know, and I hope y'all know I'm kidding. I wouldn't trip Tony, nor would I trip the kids, but I am a jokester. But anyway, we're gonna keep hiking. We'll pick up, we'll get a hug, or when we get to the next falls. See y'all in a bit. As I walk through the valley of the shadow, no, I'm just kidding, there's ferns. It's more like we just walked into Fern Gully. That's an old folks reference because Honestly, this day and age, you probably ain't read that in middle school these days. But
that's where the red fern grows, babe.
huh?
Fern Gully was a maybe.
See what I know? I'm not book smart. Okay, let's be honest. I don't read a whole lot. That's another story for another day. But anyway, we shall keep going. All right, we got a question for you guys. We were just talking about snake bite kits. Since we're out here all the time, I think we've been doing this since we've been together, and we've came across 2 or 3 maybe. So I don't know. I personally, I've heard they're no good, but something to think about. Let us know in the comments. What do y'all think?
Yeah, are they worth it?
Or not? We'd appreciate it. Little piece of history on this trail. We happened to find this trail on the internet of all places. We didn't even know about it. So far though, I'm gonna be honest with you, not super hard. There's been a couple little hills. And I was wrong earlier when I said it was 1:30. Tony informed me we got here a little after 3. Whatever, truck driver time. You get there when you get there. But for this just to be a little stumble on and find, this turned out to be a pretty good trail. Definitely say I'd recommend it so far. The review says a moderate trail. I concur. It's not that bad. I think most people could probably come out and do it. Tony taking a water break. I think I'm gonna go steal some of her water. It's another one of those moats of death. Not really. We could have actually just went that way, but you know, whatever. Yes, I do my own sound effects. All right. So, here's a good time to bring up something that we're planning on doing. We are planning on doing a giveaway toward the end of August. We're not sure what it is yet, but it's something we want to do to interact with our viewers and hopefully, honestly, to help create some more viewers. So basically, the idea at this point is we're going to give clues on Instagram in certain parts of the video. You have to go find that clue in the video on YouTube. I'm a little winded. So that's our idea. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. We'd be interested, because either at the end of this video we will decide what video we're going to start it at, or in the next week or so we'll make the announcement. But that's what we're thinking right now. What do you think? Well, folks, as you can tell, Tony's sitting down taking a break, but we have made it. I'm sure you've seen from the footage right before this. Man, I'm gonna tell you, considering we stumbled upon this place by accident, just by looking at the old interweb, it's stunning. And if you want to keep going beyond this falls right here, you can actually keep going. This actually runs into Panther Creek, but fair warning, Panther Creek is technically closed. Alright folks, well, after looking at the falls and talking to you last, my GoPro just decided to cut off. Anyway, we've actually made it to the very top of this falls. Decent little walkway, kind of steep, still mostly doable. And I will tell you this trail continues to go further up, and it actually connects with Panther Creek Falls trail. But I'm going to kind of retract what I said about the first falls being Angel Falls and this one being, or whatever they were. Apparently I could be wrong on which falls which. I do know that there's a little falls and a big falls. We showed you both. We had a couple people tell us that the big falls that we were just at is actually Panther Creek and Angel's further up, but we don't know. I do know we've hiked about a mile in, so who knows? People could be right, the internet might be right, I don't know. Either way, doesn't really matter. If you're healthy enough, fit enough to want to try it, it's a fairly decent and moderate trail with two really beautiful waterfalls on it, to the point that we showed you. Nice creek basin, not a bad hike. But for now, we're gonna get down off the top of this falls, down this trail. We'll see y'all somewhere at the bottom. All right, folks, we've not made it all the way out yet, but I did stop at the campground at that first little waterfall to see what the sign said. And I was wrong. We come in at the Angel Falls trailhead entrance, and that first little falls apparently don't have a name. The second one you've seen that we said was stunning and gorgeous is Panther Falls, not Panther Creek, Panther Falls. And I'm guessing about a half mile or so further beyond that, where we went to the top of it, is actual Angel Falls. And no, honestly, we didn't go that far.
Blame it on me.
Okay, I'm not gonna blame it on Tony. We got started late, and honestly, we had coffee. They didn't do it the way we normally have it, and making us both feel a little rough, but hey, that's a part of it. You know, you come out here, sometimes you feel up to doing it, sometimes you don't. I will say, I'm not arguing with the internet, but compared to what my watch said, compared to what the internet said, we're almost back to the truck now, and we're at about 1.5 miles. Unless I read it wrong, which is possible, because let's be honest, I am dyslexic. I tend to read stuff backwards sometimes, so I could have misread it. I could have swore it said 1.7 miles round trip in and out to Angels Falls. Considering we didn't make it to Angel Falls, it's probably 1.7 to Angel Falls. But anyway, it is what it is. We've still enjoyed it. And it's been a fun hike. Again, not super hard. Just is what it is. Some days are good days. Some days aren't. Like I said, we get back in the truck, we got a couple things to explain as well. And because I'm sure you're still wondering why the thumbnail is what it is. So I'll explain it to you here in just a minute. Take two. Anyway, we're done with the hike, and I cannot get the framing on this thing right. Hopefully it's straight for y'all. It's a little crooked for us. Anyway, my watch said 2-point-something miles round trip up to Panther Falls. Take it for what it is. I don't know. You can believe us, you can believe the internet. Regardless, it's a pretty decent hike, and the waterfall was spectacular, so is what it is on that. I definitely encourage you to go do it. But I'm sure you're done with the teasing. The thumbnail. The reason the thumbnail is what it is when we woke up this morning, we knew we had to deal with some stuff that had occurred earlier in the week. And because Tony and I both work full-time jobs, the weekend is the only time we get to do it. So we spent the first hour or better on the phone this morning with Amazon because Tony had ordered some packages, and she's trying to get the screen to come back on.
And it wouldn't.
We're trying to see ourselves to make sure we're in frame. But hey, that's a part of this. Anyway, we spent over an hour on the phone with Amazon because she'd ordered some packages last week that were supposed to be here over this past weekend.
Trying to take advantage of Amazon Prime and order some things that we needed to help us grow the channel.
Well, needless to say, she received an email saying it was delivered.
Said that the USPS had delivered it in our mailbox. Mind you, there is no way, given the 5 items that were supposed to be in this box, that it would have in any way, shape, form, or fashion fit in our mailbox.
So, needless to say, a neighbor had said they had seen a package on top of the mailbox. Well, after we received the email, we went back to check, and no package. It was gone. It had been stolen. We talked to the Postal Service. They said we needed to file a police report.
Because our package was about number 4 out of 5 that had been reported either lost, stolen, or undelivered.
Something to that nature. So basically what happened, we got off the phone with Amazon, and thankfully Amazon did what Amazon does, and they are going to replace the items that were stolen. But per the Postal Service, we went and had to file a police report.
After sitting for an hour at the police department waiting on an officer to get there to take our report.
Now, with that said, yes, we did have to wait a while, but there was some things that happened that I'm not going to talk about that the officer had disclosed with us. Completely understand why it took them so long.
Absolutely.
They were doing their job. And on top of that, honestly, the officer that met us was fantastic.
Absolutely phenomenal guy.
Super nice guy. Treated us with respect, took the report, and whatnot. So, at the end of the day, we got started at least 3, maybe 4 hours later we wanted to. So, 90+ degree heat. Coffee we shouldn't have drank, at least the size that we drank anyway, especially with Tony being lactose intolerant. But hey, you live, you learn, you come out, you still enjoy it. So yeah, there's your reason. That is what it is. We've had a tough week with this, but God is still good. At the end of the day, whoever stole those packages, excuse me, if you see this, I hope they benefit you, because obviously you need them more than we did. Amazon came through clutch. We're thankful for that. Yeah, so that's that. Great hike. Started out with unfortunate events, but earlier in the video you heard us talk about doing a giveaway. Starting next week, we're going to be doing a couple clues of video, in a series of videos for y'all to win something from us. We're not 100% sure what you're going to win yet, but it's going to be related to outdoors or hiking. And Tony, next week, will have all the rules to play the game to win the prizes. So if you want to win them, you're going to have to stay tuned. You're going to have to watch all the video, and you're going to have to keep up with us on Instagram. It's not going to be hard, but we're not going to make it a cakewalk either. But anyway, folks, that's it from us this week. So we're going to sign off and say see you later. God loves you. We love you. And as always, if you can't hug somebody, at least smile and wave. We love y'all. See you next week.